This is Gbpjpy analysis for the fourth week of September. So what we saw last week was 5 days of consolidation, sell orders generating, right? We're still in heavy bearish move after breaking this intraday trend line. Anyway, so we broke below. So this is the broken market structure at 135.500. It's also break of the daily consolidation, right? So what we can do is we can look for every time a weekly candle and daily candles close below 135.500, prices retested and continue down. I'll also show you that in the previous on the left. So what we can look for is a retest. If we when we find resistance, we can sell and then retest this and then sell down, or a retest may be a bit higher, like something like this happened up here this week. So we could even come up here before going down. But the first target for sells is 134.00. Okay, so that's our first target for sells. And if the bearish pressure continues and we break 134.00, then 132.00. You see this market structure right here, 132.00, second target for sells. Okay, and once that breaks, we can reach our weekly low target, which is 130.5. Okay, I'm looking for sells right now because the intraday structure is bearish, and so is weekly and daily. So we can 100% continue down to here if we retest 135 and find resistance, and the bearish pressure keeps continuing. So this is the analysis if you want to take a screenshot, but I'll add the trading view link in the description of the video, and you can check out this link. But let's just go and see how we got those levels. Okay, so a lot of you keep asking me for videos on how to draw levels, and I literally draw them in front of this every webinar. So look, 135.5 was there because it's on the daily time frame and it's an intraday consolidation, right? Look at this. Boom. See these candles closing above, candles closing below, right here, right below, retested. So you see it's a 500 level. Made this clear so many times. And then we also had our level at 137.800, right? Because look, daily candle rejecting, came back up, although we found resistance here. Once we closed below 137.800, it went down. So last week in the analysis, I thought something like this could have happened, right? Come back to this FTR area, so something like this could have happened, but price just consolidated between 136.500 and 135.500, right? So that's 136.500 and consolidated. So 1 second. So that's our two consolidations, and then we have our support at 134.00. You see these price action here, candles closing above, wick retest. Once this candle broke above, the next couple stayed above 134.400 and then continued, and then we saw several wick retests here. And if you go into the lower time frames, those are just key. Like you see tap, right? Tap here, taps here, price activity here. So 134.00 is a good target. That's our first target for sells, right? Second target for sells is this 132, and then our next target is this weekly level here. So if you look at weekly, so one thing I want to make clear is when I said over here that every time a weekly daily candles close below 135.5, prices retested and continued down. Okay, so you see 135.5, this level right here. If we mark it over here, once there's indecision, right? Once we broke past it, this candle broke past it, the next one retested, continued down to 134, and then once 134 broke, we continued straight down. Where do we continue straight down to? Can even get into it here, like can do one. So 1 second, I'm gonna go into daily and explain that first. So let me remove those. We'll find the daily market structure. There's still market structure here, 130.8, right? And there's more down here. I have 130.5. I'll keep it 130.8 and then 29.5. Right, 29.5. So you got those levels, right? And then maybe something like this will happen. Up, retest, down, right? And then break it, retest, down. So basically you would sell here, you would sell here. These are SIG targets, 150 pips from here to 200 pips, right? And then maybe something like this would happen, retest, and then down further to our weekly levels here. So yeah, 130.8 is better than 130.5. I'll move it up, but yeah, those are the levels. So, or maybe if that doesn't happen, we might do something like this, find resistance at 136, and then essentially you just sell on the lower highs of and the retest of these levels, right? Because essentially the retests are just liquidity grabs, right? And let me also show you when we previously as well, when we broke past you see when price was done consolidating like this area, and the next week daily candle broke past, a weekly candle broke past 135.5, it just went straight down to, this went to 131, but you see how our target of 132 was reached, right? So if you check on daily, let's look at that on daily, right? So we got here, broke past 135.5, found resistance, and the next daily candle tapped 134. Then we went up. So something like this happened. It went down to 134, then went back up, retested, and then higher low, right? Over there, and then went down. So, but in this case, this was a lower high, right? Compared to this lower high, but 132 was reached. And essentially, one second, same goes for like over here, right? You see we broke down 135. Like, look at this. So bearish pressure, okay, we got to 135.5 and we consolidated between that and 136.5, and same thing that happened this week. And as soon as we broke below, the next daily candle reached 134, okay, and then the next couple daily candles did a retest of 135 again, and then continued down to 132.0, and then further down to our weekly targets with 130.8 and then 129.2 or 129.5. 39.5, right? So yeah, just watching, this is the analysis we'll be watching like this. So if, don't be surprised, it's a yen holiday for the first 2 days, but it's possible that price does just reach here, you know, sorry, didn't mean that, just reaches here, right? So these are our first two targets, and the third target here if price does make its way down. But I expect, you know, price to do its retracements, GJ to act like GJ, and plan accordingly, okay? This is Gbpjpy analysis. I'm posting this link in the description below. Just change this level to 130.8. That suits it much better if you check on daily, right? Right there, price activity. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Another GB. Oh, also thanks for the views on the last GJ breakdown. Analysis. Got like, oh, it's my highest view video. But yeah, all right. Take care, guys. Enjoy the week.